There's just something special about New Year's basketball. Well, it's now 2026, and we welcome you to our first broadcast of 2026. It's Bruins basketball game day. I'm Connor Ross, joined by Justin Spears and Lane Gibbs here as we get ready to go for a boys-girls doubleheader between the Danville Warriors and Hendricks County Tourney action. Lane, do you want to tell us a little bit about Danville for the boys' side?
No, yeah, definitely. I'd be glad to. So tonight the Bruins will face the rivals from up north, as Mr. Ross would say, the Danville Warriors in the Hendricks County tournament tonight. Bruins come in at 6-3, while Danville comes in at a struggling 2-6. Warriors leading scorer is junior guard Carter Ward, who's averaging 13 points a game. On the other hand, the leading scorer for the Bruins is what we all pretty much predicted at the beginning of the year, Ryan Miller, and the Warriors are coached by Mark Artman coming into tonight.
All right, yeah, this over the holiday break, we had Tri-West Bruins in action in a couple different holiday tournaments. The boys traveled down to Switzerland County down near Cincinnati to participate in the Switzerland County tournament down there, and they walked away victorious, taking 3 games in a row down there. First up, the Bruins defeated Henryville by a score of 80-41. They went on later that night to play Franklin County and then defeated Mount Vernon of Fortville. Mount Vernon of Posey County by a score of 61-42. So congratulations to the boys there on that. DT, Daniel Thomas, was the MVP of that tournament. So congratulations to him. On the girls' side, you want to talk a little bit about what the girls were able to accomplish?
So for the girls, they had a New Year's tournament, January 2nd, down in Whiteland, the Rascals Fun Zone New Year's Classic. The first game, they beat the host Whiteland 40-27, and in the championship, they beat Anderson 50-40. So congratulations to both teams on winning their holiday tournaments.
That's right.
And our player spotlight for the total tournaments was sophomore forward Lane Barnard. Lane in the Switzerland County tournament had 15 points, a rebound, and 3 assists. He has 58 points total this year and averaging 6.4 rebounds a game. Leads the team in field goal percentage and has 4 blocks on the year. So congratulations, Lane, for your Fleece Performance Player of the Week.
All right, awesome, very good. So we will take a break here for a commercial. We'll come back with our picks for the night.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, well, welcome back, and it's that time of the show where we're going to hit up some predictions here. So, obviously, got the Hendricks County tournament going on here, and we've got some conference matchups going on, and our guest picker for tonight, none other than senior teacher here and Danville alum, we won't hold that against him, Coach Broderick. Coach, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
All right, let's get to it. Lane, you want to fire us off?
First, indeed, I will. First, we'll start with some conference games, and the first one we'll start with is Beech Grove versus Bishop Chatard. The Beech Grove Hornets will travel to Bishop Chatard for this matchup tonight. Beech Grove comes in at 5-6, and Bishop Chatard comes into this game at 1-7. So really rough start for the for Bishop Chatard there. And the Bruins beat Beech Grove earlier this year, 2 days before Christmas, December 23rd, 66-61. So with Bishop Chatard's kind of rough start, I'm going to ride that Beech Grove hype train. I'm going to go. I have Beech. Actually, no, excuse me. I have an upset Bishop Chatard, 58-54.
Yeah, I like it close. I like the close games. Take it Beech Grove here, 65-55.
Yeah, I've got a chance to kind of follow along with Beech Grove a little bit. They got a lot of talent down there. Not really quite sure why Chatard's struggling so much there, but I'm going to go Beech Grove 52, Chatard 49.
Yeah, I'm kind of following suit with a lot of you guys here. Momentum is everything. And so far, Chatard, sure, they can turn things around. I'm just not counting on it tonight. Definitely taking Beech Grove 59-57, so still close.
All right, rep for the HLC.
Yeah. Okay, our next one, Greenwood Christian Academy and Speedway, another conference matchup here. The Cougars will travel to Speedway for this matchup tonight. Greenwood Christian Academy comes in at 2-7, while Speedway comes in at 3-4. The Spark Plugs will travel to Tri-West on February 17th. I'm taking Speedway here, 45-43.
I got a couple hookups at both these schools. Shout out to Charlie Steins from Greenwood Christian Academy and shout out AJ Lund from Speedway. But I think Greenwood Christian, they just got a bit more in the tank. They got some couple star players around there. I got Greenwood Christian 50-42.
Yeah, I'm right on board with you there, Lane. I just think Greenwood Christian's got a little bit more athletes at this point right now. Speedway's still trying to figure things out under first-year coach Mark Wannell. I got Speedway 44, Greenwood Christian Academy 48.
Yeah, I certainly understand where you guys are coming through on that one. And honestly, I do agree. I do think Greenwood Christian Academy does have more on their team. But I have much love for Speedway. Shout out to Coach Payton on the wrestling team over there. Hope you guys are having a great season and continue to have a great season. So I am actually going to take Speedway 50-45.
Next game we have up on the docket tonight, we have Edinburgh versus Triton Central. The Lancers will travel to Triton Central for this matchup tonight. Edinburgh comes in at 2-6, and Triton Central comes in at 2-6 as well, so both having a bit of a rough start. Bruins beat Triton Central back here at home on December 6th, 77-37. And like I said, I think Triton Central, I think they're going to get this one done. Both these teams struggling, both looking for a win, both hungry for a win, but I think Triton Central's going to get this one done pretty handily, 64-40.
Yeah. Triton Central 60-43.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of a typo there. I think Triton Central is currently 7-3 on the boys' side. They are having a pretty good year. They came in and beat us. They just beat also to Roncalli, which was a little bit of an upset as well. So they're playing really good ball right now. Coach James has got those boys balling out. I got Triton Central 68, Edinburgh 39.
Yeah, I just kind of went crazy on this one, guys. I'm not going to lie. I had a little fun with this. I think Edinburgh is going to pull the upset, some tight defense, and keep it close, 49-48.
Okay, so I
yes.
did read it wrong. Triton Central is 7-2.
All good. It happens,
Okay,
man.
well.
It happens.
Let's get to our two games here tonight. The Bruins, the girls, for this part here, were champions in the Rascals Fun Zone New Year's Classic. Now they play a Danville team that beat them earlier in the year, 46-35. Can the Bruins avenge that loss from back in November, or will the Warriors sweep them? I can't pick Danville over Tri-West. I can't.
It's not that hard, Connor. I'm kidding.
I'm picking Tri-West 56-55.
All right. Yep.
I'm kind of with you, Connor. Again, it's kind of hard as a Tri-West student to take Danville over Tri-West, but I have seen some flashes of this Tri-West girls team, and when they can put all those pieces together, this team is really special. So I got Tri-West coming in here, and they're going to get the win, come out of here with a 40-32 dub against Danville.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lane. We've seen the way that this team can play when they're on point. They're maybe peaking a little bit right now, coming off the win at the Rascals Fun Zone tournament. I got Tri-West 56, Danville 49.
Yeah, I'm also expecting just a really close game here. I went to their first meeting in Danville, and they were a really close match. Danville pulled away at the end, but it was close for most of that game. I'm expecting the exact same thing here. I'm just taking the coin toss of home field advantage. I actually will be taking the Bruin girls tonight, 46-45.
All right.
And now we flip the side of the coin here to the boys matchup tonight. Obviously still Tri-West versus Danville. Bruins, obviously, like we said earlier, were the Switzerland County Tournament champions, and they play a Danville team that is always a fairly tough matchup whenever they come here to the Den. But the Bruins beat the Warriors last year for the first time since 2016. I was there at that game up in the Crow's Nest on the camera. That was a great game to watch. But I think they do go back-to-back here. I think the Bruins get pulled out. And like we saw in the Indian Creek game, Mr. Spears, when they get, like Strine said, when they get those guys clicking and they get some guys 10, 12 points a night, this team is unstoppable on offense, and they're already really well defensively centered.
Yep.
So I'm going to take Tri-West here. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. One possession game. I got Tri-West 59, Danville 56.
All right.
I don't think this game will be close. Not at all. Danville is what? What did we say they were? 2-6? Yeah, no. Tri-West 65 to Danville 45.
Too much weight on that record, Connor.
Yeah, I watched these guys on tape a little bit today, Danville. They're not a good jump shooting team. They really don't shoot the ball well from outside. I think they're shooting about 39% from the floor. That's not good. They shoot it from even worse from three-point range. If they get the ball into the paint, they can score. They've got some athleticism. Ward kids, really athletic. They can finish around the basket with contact. I don't see them doing that tonight. I think the Bruins come in hyped up, ready to go. Hendricks County tournament, riding I think a 5-6 game win streak now.
That sounds right.
I just see the momentum going this way. Tri-West 60, Danville 47. Go Bruins.
And I think we played the winner of the Brownsburg game. I think we played Brownsburg.
Yeah.
I think, Thursday?
Yes, it's been moved to Thursday because of IU football.
Fortunate. Yep. Okay.
All bow down. All right, Coach, what you got here?
Yeah, a clean sweep so far with these Tri-West Bruins taking the cake. Look, I went to Danville. I love Danville. Danville still got my heart. I root for them in pretty much everything else going on. Plus, basketball was always our sport. I remember going to the games in that old gym. We played fantastic. We had a great culture. Barber's gone. We bring in the new regime of Artman, which, of course, worked under Barber for so long. Sure, their season is kind of sputtering, but I hate betting against Danville culture and the Danville mindset that they have, that Warrior Nation over there in Danville. Having said that, however, as Fernando Mendoza would say, this season has not lived up to that same expectation. It has been a disappointment on the Danville side. It's been the exact opposite on the Tri-West side. They have looked amazing compared to the Danville team. They look deeper. They definitely look more physical, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I love having that home court advantage, especially when it comes to basketball. And the fact that the records show the way they are, I am definitely expecting Tri-West.
There it is.
All right,
There's the pick.
There we go.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. I love it.
That's great.
I love
That's
it. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Great call. Great call on that. All right, we're going to throw in some bonus football.
Yep, bonus
All
football.
right, let's get to it.
Okay, first game, Miami and Ole Miss in the CFP semifinal at the Fiesta Bowl. The U is back. After Lane Kiffin left the Rebels to take the job at LSU, nobody thought Ole Miss stood a chance in the CFP. They dominated Tulane in the first round, 41-10, and then QB Trinidad Chambliss made Georgia's defense look silly. And the Rebels won that game 39-34. But, as I said, the U is back.
That's right.
Miami was the last Power 4 team in. They should be in. And my goodness, they are legit. They played a great defensive game against Texas A&M in the first round. They won 10-3, picked off Marcel Reed at the goal line to end that game.
Yep.
Then in the semifinals, they just dismantled Ohio State. So you can see by my jersey, whoever wins this game, I will be cheering for in the national championship. Okay, I'm taking here Ole Miss, the Rebels. Pete Golden, Trinidad Chambliss, Q and Lacey, 24-21.
You know, I've seen Trinidad Chambliss play a little bit earlier in the season before the playoffs, and I had some hope for that man. And he has shown a lot of growth, especially with Lane Kiffin, his head coach, leaving. But with that said, we also saw in the first round of the playoffs, everyone going in there, Texas A&M, title favorite. They've got one of the greatest defense in college football. We saw Miami take them down. Their defensive line is absolutely nasty. It's looking like the early 90s back in here. So I've got Miami. I've got them winning by one possession, 28-20. But I feel like Miami, they're on a hot streak right now, and I don't think you can stop until this national championship.
Yeah, they're playing great ball right now. Defense is solid. Those that know I'm a U fan, right? It's all about the U. So, of course, you know where I'm going with this one, right? The U 27, Ole Miss 24. Defense dominates down the stretch. Maybe a field goal wins it, and we move on to the national championship.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This one actually feels really easy for me. I go back to the momentum thing. I am literally putting all of my chips on Miami's defense. They literally look like the second best defense in the entire country. Yes, I think Miami will take the cake and go to the national championship.
Let's do it. All right.
And the one everyone would love to see, a regular season rematch and a one awaited, IU versus Oregon in the college football semifinal, the other side of the bracket. Hoosiers, worst team in college football history 2 years ago. In comes the man from JMU, Kurt Signetti, turns his team around in 2 years. No 5 stars, mind you. Brings JMU with him, and this team is now on top of the world in 2 years. Dismantled Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Got their Heisman QB, Fernando Mendoza. Just got Josh Hoover out of the transfer portal. Another great quarterback that's going to be the future of this Hoosiers franchise. Oregon beat James Madison in the first round as well, Kurt Signetti's former team, and ended Texas Tech's season in the Orange Bowl. Texas Tech also regarded one of the best defenses in college football. So, again, it's going to be a Dante Moore-Fernando Mendoza showdown. And I think, and also, as we saw earlier this season, the Hoosiers won 30-20. I think IU, I'm kind of with you, Mr. Broderick. IU's on a hot streak, like hotter than we've even seen in this season. Like, I think they're playing their best football now in the playoffs than they even have when they played Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. I've got IU win this one pretty handily, 35-21. I mean, this team's just phenomenal. I think they got it to go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I look at all of what you said, and I see it, and everything wants to pick IU, even though I don't like IU. But something tells me that there's a little bit of an upset brewing somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, they always talk about how hard it is to beat a team 2 or 3 times in one season. I really think that we're going to see a high-powered Oregon offense, an inspired defense come out. They're going to remember when IU went up there and beat them, and I think that is what Lanning is probably telling those boys is we will not let that happen again. I've got Oregon 34, IU 30 for the upset.
Yeah, I don't bet against destiny. This obviously is a destiny season. There has not been a team in college football that has gone 16-0 since Yale in 1896. That is a long time, folks. I think IU will continue to dominate. I might not be giving Oregon enough credit here. I very well might not be. I'm taking IU 31-17. I do not think anybody can stop this team. So, yes, I do believe they will win the national championship.
All right.
Well, this game has already been played, as we know. As we know, it's already been played.
Yeah.
It's actually at my house, unfortunately. If they win the national championship, I'll get a Dante Moore jersey.
Okay.
So, see, before I make a pick, I want to say I ordered a Fernando Mendoza jersey, as I said I would after they won the Big Ten, right? Well, it got seized by U.S. Customs.
Oh.
So
wow.
That's not coming. So maybe that's bad luck for Indiana. I don't know. Well, Indiana won this game the first time, right? But this Oregon team is built on so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Nike gives them so much. I think they had 90,000 different uniform combinations.
Right.
Dan Lanning is a madman. The duck is the best mascot in sports. I have never seen a duck float down the river in Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
Or ride a motorcycle on a field. Or take Pat McAfee on a bike. Dante Moore may be the first pick in the draft to the Raiders. I picked Oregon earlier this year, but we're in the Hoosier State. Give me Indiana to advance to the national championship game.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's had a change of heart.
I did pick IU over Purdue, but that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be back in 15 minutes we think for tip off.
In.
Yeah, we'll head in.
Let's do it.
Girls basketball. We'll be back I think in a couple weeks for pregame.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Broderick, for showing up here at the Bruin Head.
Yeah. Outstanding.